Hello people and welcome to watch yet another Carcassonne Champions League league stage match. This is the final week of the actual league stage. So basically the preliminary rounds, from which top four of each of these groups will find themselves in the round of in the round of 16 immediately, and the places 5 to 12 will find themselves fighting for that round of 16 spot on an extra round. Now we have our main characters here with Alexey Pegushev, of course. Not many introductions or much introduction needed, with just shy of 20,000 games of experience, runs by a gazillion titles. I guess most notably the CCL 2025 champion and the double MSO champion, well, MSO Grand Prix champion, and has had quite decent success also in the World Championships, getting the second place, third place, and fourth place, all within the last decade, maybe more so. And for his opponent, Martin Celinak, it's well, first of all, just a rating of 750, so a very strong master with only just shy of 2,500 games, which is quite a low-ish number actually for a master of this level, with a peak of somewhere in 770s, 760s, something like that. And for the encounters these players have had before, there might actually not necessarily be any, at least on a competitive level, but at least when it comes to casual games, I reckon, then we have 7 encounters ranging all the way from 2021 to 2025, to which with quite equal outcomes, with 4 matches won by Martin and 3 by Alexey. Did I say that right? Yes, I did. And for today, though, they are going to be fighting basically for their tournament lives. I guess there are, I mean, there's going to be, assumably, actually, positions where both of these players get to the playoffs, but Martin at the moment sitting with 3 wins, 1 loss, with a nice tiebreaker of +4, and then Alexey with 2 and 2 with a ±0 tiebreaker. Not the best. Certainly would be looking at a win today in case he wants to qualify. But we seem to be having some issues coming from the side of Martin, as he isn't even online now, is it? Let's make sure of that. Well, he is now, so we are going to be starting any minute now. In the meanwhile, I guess we can make a move over here. So go here, I'll go here. I think I will just do this. I think I'll just do this, yeah. Let's go here. And try to win. Welcome Wong, welcome Kirapa, welcome Ian, welcome Volker. Nice to see you all here. Yeah, well, whilst we're waiting, let's I guess take a little deeper look at the standings at the moment. So with all players, well, almost every single player at 4 matches played, except for Portcard and Ruben Coxis-Bakti. With the Earth League, currently the 12th place going to Georgios Kiriasidis with a 2-2 record when the +1 tiebreaker of 5 and 4. And well, that's not, of course, going to stick as the 12th place finish for too long. When we are done with the 5th week, I guess a quick estimation for me, coming from me, would be to say that it's going to be like maybe 7 wins, 6 or 5 losses in games, and 3 match wins. I think would be like the most realistic chance to get to the playoffs from the 12th place. And anything below that, it's going to get a bit uncomfortable for you, as your placement is not going to be dependent on just your own success on the 5th round. Welcome, Nicola. I have no idea why they haven't started, even though they are both online. Has Martin forgotten about it? Are they making a tournament? Maybe. I can't write. There we go. Oh, okay. Welcome, Alex. Welcome. Oh, yeah. Welcome, Alexey. Thank you for the clarifications. So, BGA acting out, but just waiting for the tournament to begin. Yeah, so we should be starting in about a few minutes or so. I reckon the tournaments do start in like 5-minute cycles. So there we go. Now we have the stuff. Okay, so as said, BGA tournament is the name of the game, with 50 minutes per player, with Martin starting the first game with a measly 2-point road, whilst Alexey takes the better end of the stick with a juicy shielded Chorizo, starts to go into the left, leaving himself more city caps, well, every single city cap out there in the deck to be able to finish it right away. And Martin with a monastery, and gonna be going for a monastery build-up, of course. And honestly, I wouldn't even be surprised at this point if Alexey drops another road meeple, even though the road that he is attacking is only worth 2 points, and he's gonna have to like see some effort, and sees my effort over here as well for the curve, which like it doesn't really seem all too juicy, to be honest, because Alexey is never gonna really like, he doesn't want to be the one to place this curve over here, because it helps the monastery really more than it helps the road itself. So he starts a new city, continues his part of the road, and what does Martin do? Maybe here. Yeah, I think don't really want to be continuing the monastery with this tile, because it will create an attacking platform to the nice double shielded city that Martin has at the moment. With an 8-point lead for Alexey, I mean, his current situation is certainly quite decent for the start, but Martin has the scoring opportunities with the city, with the monastery, and of course more so with the new monastery coming at some point to this square right here. Yeah, this I don't really love this move by Martin. I get the idea, like he wants to go for the road himself, doesn't want to allow like a long road for Alexey to be overrun, but like I think it's also Martin who doesn't really like see that Alexey doesn't really want to place a curve here, again for the aforementioned reasons, and Alexey wouldn't really be continuing his road up here for going downwards, adding 2 points, just because two of the starting tiles have already gone out, and it would be then an easy target, as was an easy target this crossroad restriction as well. But interesting stuff though. Can we go over here as Martin? No, it wouldn't be bad actually. Yeah, it's gonna give a point to the monastery, but it will allow a restriction to now double crossroads for the Road of Green, which I do believe is gonna happen. I don't really see anything better out there for Alexey to do. Yep, there we go. And now, especially when the quad crossroad is out, it makes this square even more vulnerable to a full block, and actually a very nice outcome for Alexey would be if this square gets restricted to the quad crossroad, and both of these road meeples are going to get stuck onto the same square versus one road meeple of Alexey. And we're going to start doing that. We're going to try to get a curve over here, which Martin probably is going to go over here, or should go over here, I reckon. Yeah, he could also continue his city, I suppose, for 2 points, but just taking out these threats is, I think, much more needed. And if he does anything else than this, I will call it slightly reckless move. I know it is like using a shielded tile, and then maybe Alexey can get a city cap over here, maybe the city cap here, and then a 10 pointer, but it's going to require, first of all, like 3 city caps. It's going to be attackable, and like you have to protect this this square right here from future attacks to it by Alexey. Like, at least it's going to guarantee that not both of your meeples are in danger of getting blocked to the same square. Like, sure, this green meeple can still get blocked on the right, but at least then Alexey will have to see some extra effort to do that. Whereas now it's just one tile for Martin to for Martin to invest, or to Alexey to invest, to either kill or save this square. And tremendously long time is what Martin thinks about this, and he's going to eventually budge, and he's going to sacrifice this nice juicy tile for the salvations, which I think is a correct thing to do. The second monastery for Martin is certainly going to be nicely cashing in on his setup here. Now, a restriction to yet another crossroad over here wouldn't really matter all that much to Martin, because then it would give back a meeple to green from the road, whereas it would not be giving back a meeple to a yellow. And there are still 7 crossroads remaining. It's just that the quad crossroad has gone, and that is the most vital one when it comes to blocking. Horse for Alexey, deciding between 2 moves here, going over here for 2 points and creating the full blocking platform, or going over here, finishing the road of his own and starting a city. And goes for the latter option, which I think I like. Because, like, usually when you want to restrict, when you want to stick a road going on the left here, then trying to cause that with a city tile is usually not the most not the most reliable way of doing it. Third monastery for Martin. I don't really think he has many issues going over here, or shouldn't have too many issues going over here, but goes for a 6-pointer, which I really don't think it's that good. Like, it's only 1 point more than over here, and in here you would be building up like way more efficiently, and you wouldn't really be taking away like all too many tiles from yourself to go here. Like, you don't really even want to go here with much else than crossroads. And here the monastery was slightly in a vulnerable position for the sake of getting immediately restricted to a curve, but he gets the curve and he's gonna now have a decent 7-point monastery, but still has to build up the monasteries in separate places, which isn't good for the efficiency standpoint. Alexey, in the meanwhile, getting a divider, finishing a city covering up the city rather on the right side and starting a new one, looking to grab a couple of Doritos over here and a city cap over here and trying to do a lot of good stuff. And Alexey is gonna go for a 6-point farmer with prospects of a 9-pointer and maybe even some additional cities afterwards. Maybe going over here with a curve. Then maybe this city is going to be on the field. Maybe some, I don't know, starting tile action over here at some point, maybe. And also it's going to be putting pressure onto this square, because there are only one dagger with the right hand side curve. So maybe we get a city tile over here and then a field tile over here. We are going to be restricting it to a dagger, and we are going to be forcing Martin to find a city cap, a city crossroad to go over here to try and liberate potentially both of his road meeples, instead of being able to go over here and get the meeple back from the road and get a city cap next to his monastery. Yeah, double city caps just kind of dumped away by Martin and gets his city broken. Yeah, actually with one meeple, could have been actually a decent shot to go here instead of waiting for Doritos, because it's not like he needs like many city caps or Doritos like elsewhere anyway. Like, it doesn't really matter, I guess, with what you try to complete the city with. And with one meeple in your hand, you kind of do want to get a meeple back like ASAP. Now the idea for Martin, of course, is to get some city caps and try to harass the squares, or these squares over here by time, or over time, shall I say. But there is a dark side to this plan, and it is that Alexey can just keep getting like city cap, city cap, city cap, make another farmer over here for potentially 12 points, and then we are absolutely not balling as Martin, as he is now minus 16 on the scoreboard. Alexey with the features threatening to score even more, and now making the restrictions. Now we of course don't care about the potential expansion down to the southern side, because the city is going to be requiring a lot more tiles to finish than it needed earlier. And whoa, Martin doesn't even care, doesn't care a single bit about the ensuing block onto this square into a quad crossroad, and takes his chances and just tries to score. But now it's now he's gonna get blocked with 2 meeples. Well, I mean versus 1 meeple, I guess. But he's gonna still have to get the double crossroads over here to get this meeple back. I guess it's not like not that bad to get blocked over here for basically an 8-point monastery, but it's gonna become a real problem with all these fields that are gonna be made at the top. And honestly, for Alexey, I think he should just go here, continue his plan, and make the full block. Doesn't do that though. Wants to be kind of extra efficient, I guess, to actually meeple the monastery as well. But it could cost him a lot, although it is a very juicy tile for Martin again. Like, do you go here and limit the square actually to the 4 remaining field crossroads? And I think you do. I think you sacrifice, well, a very small part of this city and don't go here. I think you just go here. You try to finish your road, try to finish your monastery, and be a good boy. Like if Martin goes here, I think it's a rather big mistake because the city is gonna be like attackable with so many tiles, and he's gonna also be giving a point to Alexey's monastery as well. So it will be a ±0 move, and he does do the I think the more sensible solution here. So restricts to the 4 remaining field crossroads, and now has the chances to get 2 meeples back. With like a 93% certainty or something. Also has, of course, a city cap next to his monastery, which also serves him well. With still 1 divider and 3 vanillas remaining in the deck. So 4 tiles to go over here, plus of course the Doritos, but I don't really think Martin is gonna even bother with the Dorito to go over here. Or maybe he might. But it would be really annoying because it's gonna get restricted like immediately to something. Yeah, then we go for we are gonna be pursuing for this block, and Alexey is gonna defend in a real easy and yeah, in a real easy manner. And well, we do get the first crossroad, so we can go now over here. As green, take the 2 points. Leave the empty city cap, sure, but doesn't really matter because then we don't have to worry about not getting this meeple back when, or let's say if Alexey draws a city crossroad, goes over here and takes this one back for himself. And yeah, look at these fields. The fields are emerging. Alexey's going to go for a second field meeple for sure, as there are now 4 tiles to go into, 3 tiles to go into the square, 1 divider and 2 field Doritos. Martin gets a wonderful tile for himself. Gets to continue the city and prevent any further attacks coming to the city from Alexey. And yeah, Alexey has a choice. He can take the 4 points here, or he could have also gone over here and placed yet another farmer to get himself basically an uncontested 12-point field or even a 15-point field. But he deems that he's gonna let Martin take that if he so wants, and use the last meeple from his hand, which wouldn't really be a bad option, I guess, given that he has tiles to get meeples back from. Now the question is, do you go as Martin? Do you go over here and limit yourself to the 1 remaining road Dorito, or do you do something else? And he decides to do exactly something else, something which I do like. I think, yeah, actually, I do like. So first of all, he's going to restrict this open city cap to a city plus road tile, making sure that he has the advantage on picking it up because he can use a city plus road tiles over here, city plus field tiles over here, here, and here, and also he of course keeps the meeple in hand, takes the meeple back over here, just for basically as yeah, takes the meeple back as an insurance of, I guess, not getting like any field Doritos, but I think I would have liked these 4 points more. Now the reason that Martin didn't go here because it would create a 5-point road up for grabs for Alexey, and so decides to go for the less volatile route, I guess. But in the process, as he didn't do anything to this square, he's gonna get his city broken, and there are now no road Doritos to fit into this square. However, there is, I believe, one horse without a shield. So there's okay. So one tile to go here, which Martin does find, and he's gonna absolutely go here, and he's going to still threaten the completion of that city. And Alexey is gonna try to go here with any road tile. I reckon we actually might even be out of City Plus road. Out of City Plus road city caps. We have 1, 2, 3. We have no starting tiles. We have we have no city crossroads, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have one dagger with the left-hand side curve. So one city cap with a road, but Alexey doesn't get any road tile at all, so he can't do anything about the city. And I reckon there are actually quite many City Plus field tiles with a city cap. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Well, not that many actually. There are 4 city caps remaining. And Alexey, okay, that's interesting. So just decides to go for the 1 point and leave himself a city cap up for grabs. Doesn't really bother going for the meeple for it because I guess he wants to, think kind of pessimistically, like oh, my opponent is gonna get a city cap anyway, or a Dorito and restrict me. But also just because like this city cap is like never gonna be taken by Martin in any case, because he's gonna use the city caps over here. Now the only consideration, I guess, would be if Martin gets a Dorito, goes over here, or goes over here actually rather, and tries to kind of swallow up that city cap. But not too much help from the deck for Alexey here in regards of the city. Still doesn't get a blocking tile. I mean, he can, I guess, restrict the city caps by 1 by taking 3 points, and I think, but is it really worth it? Because it's also going to allow Martin to make a save on the city. And we also do have 2 meeples. We could just go here, meeple a 6-point monastery. We have the scoring tiles, 3 of those still in the deck. And I mean, our prospects are just looking like really good at the moment. We are plus 10, plus 10, plus 7, plus 13, plus 19, plus 13 equal here, plus 12, plus 8. We are Alexey is -1, but actually I don't know. This is quite even with both players having their own threats. With Martin having his 2 cities over here, and he would be able to maybe even drop a farmer if he gets a field crossroad, but he would only go here, of course, if he has managed to defend this square, or fill this square rather, before that. So Alexey goes for the 3 points, takes away that. Actually, he doesn't take away any city caps. What am I saying? Because it was the left-hand sided dagger that was remaining. So I don't think he actually takes away anything. I don't think he actually doesn't take away a single city tile in the deck, because every single city tile in the deck is City Plus field tile. Well, except for the dagger, but that is with the field tile to the right. So practically any city tile that is remaining in the deck goes for Martin, but he does not draw a city tile though. Alexey draws his, gets a bunch of points for both fields and a meeple back, and Martin still cannot catch a break with not drawing a city cap for himself. And his stance is looking worse and worse the further we go. Now the question is, do we go over here and do we restrict ourselves to some particular tiles? And the answer, I think, is no, because there isn't anything Alexey can use to fully block us except for the dagger itself. I think so. I mean, Alexey, he can go here though. He can restrict us to the one remaining dagger this way. But I don't think Alexey is gonna bother doing that. Yeah, this looks okay. Well, probably is gonna bother doing it with this tile though, especially with like 3 meeples in hand, only sacking actually 4 points sack. Well, given the 4 points, I don't actually think Alexey even needs to do anything about the city. He's going to do something about it if he can ensure a 100% block. But even if he wouldn't be able to do so, I think he can like actually withstand green finishing the city. Especially like after having completed the feature of his own, like plus 27, yeah, Alexey just takes points, doesn't care about the city at all, is going to allow its completion, and Martin still cannot catch a break from drawing every garbage tile in the deck, basically. Everything that he can fathom to not use for like at any moment of this game as it is. Well, finally, some decent tiles for Martin, as he's going to be able to finish the city and maybe drop a farmer as well, just for extra efficiency. No farmer. And Alexey, just take a field. No, there's still the dagger, and then you have all the remaining city caps also. Well, all the remaining wasn't that much, like 2 remaining city caps, from which one is the dagger and one is like a vanilla maybe. That sounds about right to me. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, vanilla, I think. And well, he's gonna do exactly that. And yeah, for Martin, not dropping. Yeah, actually, not dropping a farmer over here. I think it's a big mistake, because then he would have a fantastic use for the dagger over here at the bottom, and then for the vanilla over here to finish the monastery and get a meeple back and 7 points for the city and the road, for the city and the field. And instead he's gonna go for an attack with. Are there actually still any tiles to go there? I don't. They're like maybe like 1 cow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Yeah, 1 cow, nothing else. And Alexey even goes for extra stuff here, tries to get some insurance for the vanilla. Instead, he's going to be able to get his hands on the cow, so this attack is in vain. Now 2 city caps and something in the deck. I want to say actually like a crossroad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No crossroad, but like something road tile. And where do we get the most value out of? I don't know. I mean, do we want to keep it? Do we want to keep the meeple in hand? Probably. So maybe we go here. We just get 1 point to the monastery. I don't think we need to do, or even can do, anything like super great and fun. And we are even gonna get the city cap. And if that is a dagger, it's gonna be some painful time for Martin, because then it's gonna be a 9-point move, and then Martin's gonna have a what's it called? Vanilla in his hand, and he can really only, well, he can make a 5-point move, but it's like never gonna be enough. So the question is, do we go here? And actually, does it matter? Because then if Alexey gets the dagger, he's going to be able to get a 10 points move, but then we go here for like, I don't know, 8 points, something. Well, it gets a, yeah, sure, a 5-point road and a meeple back. That looks to be fine. Probably the best that he can do. And Alexey does indeed get the dagger. He's going to be able to make a 9-point move, and Vanilla is going to be in the hand of Martin, waiting for a 5-point move to do. And it's going to happen. And yeah, this just basically turned into a full fiesta of little small fields with 9, 12, 9, 6, another 6, and another 6. And not all that much that Martin was able to really do, I guess. Like, I mean, especially towards the end when he really couldn't actually do anything about his features. Like, he just needed to wait for the city caps to arrive, which he eventually got, but just a little bit too late to really be able to fully, I guess, enjoy his recovered meeples. Martin betting on drawing useless tiles to the end, but making that play stopped it from being useless. Well, betting on drawing useless tiles to the end, but making that play stopped it from being useless. Making which play exactly? Like the attack on the city or something? I'm not quite sure what you mean, Nicola. But I do know that it is 1-0 for Alexey. Yeah, well, after going for the attack, I mean, he set up one additional tile for himself, which he can, which he's gonna have great reason to use, but couldn't really. Just couldn't score enough with the remaining tiles, despite having practically a good use for all of the remaining 4 or 5 tiles towards the end. Yeah, he was drawing all cow tiles until he needed one. It's a pretty accurate assessment. Well, Martin is gonna also start the second game here, and now gets to enjoy the actual starting play advantage of being able to take the first 4 points. Well, shall I say secondary starting player advantage, as the main advantage really is just having better odds towards the end game, towards the final tiles, if you need to calculate stuff. Again, a monastery for Martin starts off with a 3-pointer and controls the road of Alexey, who starts a city of his own, and a double monastery for Martin. Certainly a wonderful start for green in this position. And do we go here as Alexey now? I think, yeah, he's exactly the type of guy who does this very annoying stuff. Goes for the Ukrainian. But still, I mean, at this stage, really, anything that you place here as green isn't particularly, oh my god, isn't particularly dangerous. But a third monastery for Martin. Now, do we go here? Do we stack even more? And do we Ukraine ourselves even more? And well, he says yes. I mean, this just looks like an absolute feast of just monks. Can't really ask for a better start than this. And now we can actually just go over here, maybe, with the extender, and we can take care of one of the Ukraine squares, or here. Like either works. I mean, actually, this one is way better because 2 of the 3 daggers to the left-hand side have gone out. So we would very much like to do something like this with a Dorito or with a triple city and go here and stop the progression of well, our one monastery, the city, and the road, which I do reckon would be pretty dang nice for green. And that is exactly what we do. And now we only have 1 Ukraine square left. Of course, well, if we want to have this meeple back from the monastery, then we are going to have to invest at least 1 city tile. And honestly, like Alexey now has a chance to get out of there. But I don't think he's going to do that. I think Alexey is going to rather go here, ensure that he can still continue his road by at least 3 points, and then also slightly endanger this square even further and make some further threats. Like going over here doesn't really advance Alexey's position all that much because this road is still is like attackable, and yeah, it's like if we go here, like it just doesn't do much at all. Like yeah, we can get restricted to a dagger, but like so be it. I think we just go here and we ensure that if we get blocked with the road, then we can continue that, and it's going to be at least 7 points, like bare minimum, at the end of the game when we go here with a straight road, and then maybe here, in the worst case, green gets like a road monastery, goes over here, even with a 4th one, and then we enjoy all the well. Then we live with a 7-point road. Wonderful tile for Martin is going to be able to get away from the 2nd Ukraine square, or we can continue the plan and just go over here. I mean, either one is going to be fine, and it is exactly what Martin goes for. So goes for the plan, goes for the dagger restriction, and now this square is really, I'm not sure if it's like in the interest of either player to fill. Maybe towards the end, Martin would be fine by investing a dagger over here, getting people back. But yeah, because for Alexey, like at the moment at least, it doesn't really provide any value whatsoever to place a dagger here. So I reckon Alexey is just going to try and live with a ruin road and a ruin. That sounded weird. Curve for Alexey, not a whole lot of stuff that he can do. Like he can't really restrict the stuff here, and it's gonna be a huge issue. Okay, well he's gonna go for a loop road, and he's gonna try to block this square eventually. For now, it just looks like a prime spot for a road monastery, but Alexey is definitely gonna go for more restrictions on that later. But for now, it has still 8 tiles to go. They're all 6 straight roads, of course, and the 2 road monasteries. And the quad city is gonna hit Green's hand, and he's gonna get a very nice use for it, breaking Alexey's city, and also freezing the meeple. Well, yeah, freezing Alexey's road meeple, which actually, I mean, I don't think it's gonna get frozen, because I don't think like Alexey is gonna try. Yeah, I don't think Alexey cares about the city like at this point all that much. Like if he's gonna get a curve, he's gonna go here and he's gonna sack the city almost for certain, I would say. The cows keep on coming for Martin, and he now gets away from the 2nd Ukraine square. And yeah, he's been able to do that with exceptionally great tiles with a cow, with an extender, with a cow, which really haven't brought any value to the city of Alexey more than just those few ruin points. But in terms of the city shape, it's like not really something that you would even in your wildest dreams try to ever complete. Road Dorito for Alexey goes for a continuation for the city on the left, tries to have some opportunities to maybe finish that in the future, maybe with a vanilla and a double Dorito, but you know, whenever he goes here with the vanilla, his road is gonna get restricted down to the one remaining dagger as well, which at this point might not even be all that bad, I guess, if he is going to be able to save it, because you know, the further we go, the better is Green's position looking, and the more Alexey is gonna start needing to get to get his tile run out set up better. For now, though, there are a couple nasty things that we can do as Martin. Well, first of all, we can just continue our city if we want to, but we could go over here as well and break the city of Alexey, making him need 3 city caps over here, here, and here. And then if he finds a tile over here, say a vanilla, then we can restrict the city to a vanilla, or maybe the road and the city. Somehow, some way, maybe even both to a dagger, not a vanilla. But he goes for a different type of restriction, which I mean, it's decent, but there are still three starting tiles to go into this square. Although it's actually, well, in this case, this is actually quite effective, because again, it's going to become a huge issue for Alexey to go here with the starting tile whilst this square has not been filled. And whenever he fills this square, either he's going to get likely blocked on the road, or he's going to get his city and the road blocked. So I guess all the tiles that are going to go here are going to be just vanillas, I think. Road Dorito for a Martin. Another one of those. Still not. Yeah, I mean, he can go here now, sure. And just expand his city by potentially 4 points. And Alexey, he's going to keep doing what he's doing. Trying to threaten the eventual completion of the city, and he's going to sack the road for sure if he gets the vanilla. I believe so. And just gonna hope for the best that he gets, I guess, a salvation maybe over here, like a curve, then I don't know, a city crossroads, or a starting tile and another starting tile and something stuff. Curve for Martin could be, actually, is this an idea? No, not really, because there aren't any regular monasteries remaining anyway, so we wouldn't really be restricting that square. Also because like field Doritos, Alexey will never be using here anyways. I mean, he would be, like, I guess better off maybe even using it here, using it here, using it here, using it here, who knows. So really no restrictions are going to be possible to be made, but we can set up a blocking platform, I guess. We can go over here, then maybe a straight road over here, and then like if Alexey gets a vanilla, then we get the block, and like we don't really have anything hugely useful to be doing with this tile. I mean, well, actually there are 7 crossroads remaining, so going over here, starting a road, could be an option, sure. There are actually also all 3 horses still remaining too, so we have like actually 12 road ends. Holy crap, 12 road ends remaining. But yeah, I think this is good. So goes for the setup of the blocking platform. And now Alexey, do you just take the chance? It's such a like low probability to get to save both meeples, or maybe even just one meeple. Yeah, Alexey goes here instead. Well, there is one of the horses, which Martin is gonna assumably use over here, taking 2 points and taking basically the only available road end from the board. Alexey has also invested his final meeple here and now goes for the vanilla, and there is going to be a block on the road, and well, it's going to be an attack on the city, which is, well, I guess good enough for Martin. Shouldn't really be doing anything else but just going for the attack. Like his position is so good that he can sack one meeple for sure for 6 points for a lost mini battle. And maybe go, I don't know, maybe do some half like semi saves here so that this square doesn't get blocked, or maybe goes over here. And actually, I think this would be quite a good idea. Going over here, dropping a farmer, already 6 points, and 2 additional cities to the field. Then also maybe fully blocking this square, although it's not really that important, especially from the standpoint of green, I guess. Going over here, placing a farmer. I mean, I guess it works, but I don't think it's really necessary. I think you can just go over here, place a farmer, and not even have to worry about any additional like attacking platforms to the field with like a city cap over here now going. Well, yeah, I don't think we go here. I don't think we go here. Yeah, exactly. We just take 7 points, and we don't allow Alexey to have any random like chances for a horse here, and like I don't know, a gazillion city caps and finish this giant stuff. But he's gonna go for the expansion of the road, like said, going to now 7 points, and even more cities to the field of green. And now comes the eventual blocking attempts that we have been kind of waiting to see, I guess. But we can make a full save, actually, an entirely full save. As Martin, we go over here, there are absolutely no daggers remaining to then do the block, and it's just going to be gorgeous. It's going to be absolutely gorgeous for Martin. And I mean, we can direct it upwards, I guess. Or if we don't want to spend the meeple, then maybe even like this. And leave, actually there are no dividers. Well, that doesn't really make sense to place it anywhere else but going upwards, I guess. Or does it? Because if it gets taken... No, but then there are like 3 daggers to go here anyway. It's like impossible to block these monasteries when we go here. And point up. Yeah, should be quite a clear move there for Martin, especially given that he has seen so much effort in, or maybe not Martin, but Alexey has kind of seen some additional effort in blocking these, and being able to just make the full save just like that is. Oh no! Oh Jesus, sweet Lord! Why? Why would you ever do that? No! That is quite atrocious. No, because now when we don't go here, well, we can still rectify the mistakes. We can still go here, and we can still make. Oh no, oh no, oh no! He's allowing the blocks to happen. He's just allowing the blocks to happen. It can't be now blocked with the 2 remaining horses or with the road chorizo. Like, why don't you just go for the field side? Going to the left, man. There are no blocking tiles. You see that there are no blocking tiles. Oh no! Oh, Martin is definitely trying to get his nose bloody here. trying to set up a comeback route for Alexey. Well, I mean, I guess there is a cow for our efforts, seeing that Alexey didn't really have the chance to ever block the city. Only a chance was like with the field Dorito here, which of course isn't really a worthy attack, a worthy blocking tile, especially when you need to kind of do stuff like this. Try to like take away a city cap and do some like setups for your meeples. Yeah, really not great stuff from Martin with his latest 2 moves here. But he's gonna get bailed out. Now he can make. I mean, just like we just go here, we take the city, and that's like done and dusted. There are still 4 regular roads remaining. Yeah, 4 regular roads, and of course, like we just guarantee the safety of our monasteries, like guaranteeing the safety which we couldn't guarantee before because we did some big mistakes, which I do consider certainly being big mistakes. Not protecting 2 of your meeples when you could take a 100% salvation. But why does Martin think of this so incredibly long? Like there are even like all 3 starting tiles. Like the city is never gonna get blocked, pretty much. like it's just like never gonna get blocked. And you make the full save. Oh no! 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 Why? Why, Martin? Why? What are you sabotaging? Like I'm gonna refresh, but like there is no, there's just nothing. There is absolutely no reason for Martin to not go over here. No, like yeah, he wants to try and hang on to the field for 15 points, which I can understand. With still 3 starting tiles to go over here, and now Alexey having 2 meeples in his hand. But like Alexey's meeple recovery plans are quite atrocious. Like he actually can't like he can't recover like meeples almost at all. Well, he can recover this, but the ruin is blocked, the roads are blocked, and he's gonna need to invest 3 tiles to get the monastery back. Like why do we do this to ourselves, Martin? Why do we give away such a nice position? Like when we had like 5 chances, like 6 chances, I don't know how many, to fully save our monasteries and just live a good life, get the meeples back, and continue being on the winning side. It's like truly painful to like see. Okay, well, let's see the point situation. Well, maybe that offers some light for Martin's decisions, which I really don't think it does. Especially when Alexey is gonna be doing his own setups here, gets the road monastery. Well, we do get the 4-point road, and we are now controlling the field with 2 meeples, and it's just truly amazing that Alexey hasn't been able to punish for these mistakes of green here. Also, +8 for Alexey on the scoreboard, +16, +20, 23, 27, 26, 31, 33, 37, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so to 19, and then 8, 16, 22. So +3. Yeah, it's only +3 for Martin. Like, what are we doing? It's only +3 why are we not guaranteeing our meeples? Because if you are worried about the field, then an easy answer to respond to your opponent's attacks to the field is having more meeples to invest to the field. God, this is this is painstakingly difficult to watch. And yeah, now Alexey is only at -3. He can get a meeple back from here. He can get a meeple back from here. Score this road maybe at the same time. He can. He has the possibility to grow his ruin. And first and foremost, he has the possibility to still block these monasteries. There are still 2 horses, there is still a road to Rizzo, and yet Martin doesn't do anything about the threat of getting his 2 meeples blocked versus the 1 meeple that is already blocked. Do we now go here? Do we still not go here? Because now actually we can do that, but it's gonna happen with a worse tile than, oh my god, than what we could have made it happen earlier on. Oh sweet lord, man, I cannot get over this. This is like. This is like the MSO Grand Prix 2024 semi-final games against Sergio Antolinas that I had, where he went for a ninja farmer, and it was like fully blockable with 1 tile. The connection was fully blockable with 1 tile, and I just keep whiffing and whiffing and whiffing and whiffing, and so does Sergio. But like the difference here is that Martin doesn't keep whiffing. He gets the tiles that he needs to secure his stuff, but yet he isn't going for those. Green's gonna lose by time. That is very much like possible as well. Only 2 minutes for 14 tiles is. Green forgot he has monasteries he can finish. That could no, but like. There isn't like any point in making a semi-save if he has forgotten that he can actually get a meeple back from there. No, I just cannot fathom the choices of Martin here. Also, it's like kind of possible that Alexey could also run out of time, but because like 3 minutes, like it's enough for him to figure things out, but. Well, finally, does he go? Does Martin go? He does go. He finally finds a tile that he is suitable to place there, and it is fantastic tile for 9 points and the extra city to the field. But holy heck, did it took so long for him to go there. Oh, wow. Well. Now oh my god, and the tiles keep on giving now. I think I would be kind of pissed if I was Alexey, to be honest, but this tile ran out. Like this is like I think David Faraci said it very well when he was co-hosting Uche's stream. Like. It's just one of those games where it just feels like this isn't even a game. Like it's just ridiculous. The tiles that Green has been drawing here, and when Yellow hasn't been really able to do almost absolutely anything in this entire game, and yet Yellow isn't like even far behind. Well, an extra meeple now to Martin, and he finally finishes the second monastery as well. Okay, so let's figure things out. So +6 for Martin. He has +14 here, +17, +18, and then the field of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 24 points. So +42, +37, 33. 30, 25, 21, and then 20, 15, like +9 and an extra meeple. And all that as he got away from all the suspense with two incredible tiles with the other road monastery and the dagger straight after, finishing both monasteries practically and getting another city to the field, which is maybe still completable. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There is actually still one city cap to go here, which I don't think Alexey will even bother trying to take away. And Martin even going for a third insurance farmer. I mean, I guess it works with his +9, but yeah, I like kind of trying to still allow Alexey to win the game, I guess, if it is possible. And I mean, with these kind of moves, honestly, I would say that there could be something that could still go wrong for Martin, but not with these tiles, not with the final dagger also. Getting +5 for the city, +3 to the field, and +1 for the road, a 9-point move, and scoring on every single tile anyways. Yeah, just like absolutely nothing for Alexey to do in this game. Just a brutal second game for Alexey with, well, I mean, he can still lose by time, that is, Martin, but doesn't do that. 22 seconds left on the clock, 37 on Alexey's. And like this looked like point-wise, this might not even look one-sided, but this was very one-sided game, to be honest. Did it get to 30 points? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Not quite the 30 points to 27 points the field, controlled by 2 meeples and an insurance as well. I'm not sure if it was even theoretically possible for Alexey to get 2 meeples to the field. Even if he goes here, gets the dagger, gets the first one, and then somehow, some way, from somewhere, gets a second meeple to the field. But maybe it was possible. And I guess it didn't hurt too much for Martin to go for the insurance, even though just this coin flip right here would actually kind of mean a lot, I guess, for 5, and then not going here, like, I don't know, for 14-point flip, which is which already on its own is huge stuff. But okay, well, sometimes you have to endure these type of games and just to be able to really, I guess, I guess value the more close games and the times when you get the better tile runouts. 1-1. And to a decider we go. And for Alexey, like, if Uche pulls up a, or actually I don't think he can do that anymore after this match, but well, maybe he can. Like, if Uche, like let's say Alexey loses this game and loses the match. If Uche can pull up some simulator stuff that allows Alexey to qualify with 2 out of 5 match wins and with -1 tiebreaker, then I don't think I don't know what I should be doing, but something lunatic. Well, the starting player advantage is certainly not helping Alexey's win percentages here, with green starting for the third time. However, Alexey has been able to get the first monastery of the game this time. and Martin enduring this, enduring with 2 cities and a road. Now deciding which city to continue. Well, actually, I don't think it's really a difficult decision. We just go here, and we are gonna be still controlled by the monastery, but whenever we finish the city, then at least we get the 4 points, maybe even the field for a small for a small 6-pointer for additional stuff, and good things might happen. Yeah, it is indeed what Martin does. Easy move for Alexey, finishing a road, starting a city, and well, that's almost his only legal move, and certainly the only move that makes sense to any extent. Martin with a road end of his own takes 2 points. Goes for like a pre-road build-up for his dagger, possibly. Could have also maybe gone over here and just harassed the monastery just a little bit, but that's also fine. With being at an early stage of the game, having several rodents still available in the deck, it's going to be fine to take 2 points, even though generally I would say that getting a meeple back from your road is, and adding 1 point to it is better than getting 2 points. But when this also brought an attacking platform to the 1 point city, then it did bring some extra benefit there. Why don't they use the alternating starting player as we do in Belgium? Because the default format for the entire CCL is PGA tournament, and in order for you to get a custom table, with the alternating starting player and with the slow time format, both players have to agree to do that, and so maybe Martin hasn't agreed to do that, or maybe Alexey hasn't agreed to do that, or maybe they just haven't talked about it at all. Although I think Alexey would certainly prefer going with the slow time format and alternate the starting player, because it would allow quite a bit more time, like overall, which I think would be certainly playing in the benefit of Alexey. Well, the benefits he's not going to get, but he's going to get other benefits in the form of the second monastery and a salvation on the road and to the city, as well as getting a new city cap. Maybe a bit of an unusual decision here from Alexey, not just taking the 2 points available, but simply taking an indirect road this time, and gets some nice continuations for that. Well, not for the same feature, but as a result of Martin's blocking attempts here, he's going to be able to go for now a double Dorito combos here to finish off a nice sizable city of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 16 to 20 points. And yeah, really looking tremendously good here for Alexey for sure, with the double monasteries and with very, very little threats coming from Martin's side. As you go for the further blocking, maybe here, actually no, this is not that good, because it creates the road for the second city of Alexey. Yeah, going over here seems fine. And Alexey, do you even go with a third meeple over here? He might. Actually, he might. Like, getting stuck with 2 monasteries versus a 2-point city, I don't think is like bad at all. I think it's actually like a win in my books. And also when Alexey has this curve, or this road here waiting for a curve to get a meeple back, I don't think it's going to be particularly difficult for him to get that back. Yeah, he does go for the third monastery, which I do like quite a lot. And we'll see if Martin goes for this to just to be able to restrict the Dorito spots to road Doritos, both for Alexey. But when Martin gets the split out the divider here, I mean, yeah, it's a possibility, but it is a low probability possibility to happen, given that that Alexey can use or was able to use all triple cities here, all Doritos here, and of course the dividers himself, versus Martin having just the two tiles, just the dividers, to make the threats. Of course, without this blocking platform being over here. And well, Alexey can get a meeple back now, but I don't think he's going to do that, given that it would be providing a possibility for Martin to get a Dorito and a triple city combo and overrun the city of Alexey. I think he just goes over here, adds 2 points to the monasteries. Oh, he does go. That is quite interesting indeed, and it's going to not really pay off, as Martin is gonna do exactly what I just described. Oh no, he's no! You did not just do that. Oh, it was such a great possibility for Martin to get some additional points, man. Just going over here and threatening to take over the city with the 4 remaining triple cities, or even the quad city. Sure, it was the final meeple for Martin, but like I still would have done it, because like Martin just doesn't have like any threats, like actually, like literally like no threats almost at all. Like if you can call a 6-point city a threat with a 6-point field, I guess then yes, but otherwise absolutely nothing. Well, 5 points goes on the scoreboard of Alexey. Decides that he's not going to be he's not going to try to wait out a double road Doritos here, and doesn't want to try and go for a triple city here and then a city cap and a Dorito combos. Deems it to be not too useful, and I would agree. I mean, these 5 points are definitely so juicy, especially when you have the triple monasteries. And also, actually, this works not only because it gets the 5 points, but also because for the blocking tiles, Martin needs the city plus field tiles over here, which he now needs also over here, and Martin definitely would like to use either spot for this move. But he can't. Has to choose one. And if there isn't a block, then Alexey can just go here with, like, I don't know, a city crossroad or something, which there actually aren't any in the deck. And neither are there starting tiles, but he can go, I guess, with a dagger over here then. Or maybe with a road Dorito, but with the triple city with a road, but there aren't those either in the deck. So yeah, very low chances actually to save this square towards a road Dorito, unless Alexey gets one immediately after. But yeah, as said, I don't think he's particularly annoyed if that city gets blocked, because it would be his only meeple to get blocked, and he's up on the board by 6 points. He has, again, the 3 monasteries, and he would be having a ruin of like 7 points, 8 points in the end, if a road Dorito comes here at any point. Yeah, for Martin, honestly, I don't think I would bother going for the block with this tile. Yeah, I think I would do the same here. Just go for the field because Martin needs to score. Like he really needs to score. And given the very low amount of saving tiles for Alexey, like going for the block over here, it's just not like really all that urgent. Well, this one is a bit of a different story, I guess, when we can also indirectly help our own city. So a full block has now been done. Unfortunately for Martin, it has required the city cap, which would have been lovely either over here straight up or over here for 7 points. But it's going to be just fine for green. Alexey going for a city of his own and looking to drop a farmer onto this 6-point field with still a lot of city caps with fields going on the right side. And for Martin, do we go here? Knowing fully well that there is only one dagger with the left-hand side road. And we could get blocked down to one city cap, just one, with one single city, road tile. Or get hit with this, which I guess is... well, actually, I wouldn't even say that it's worse. I would actually say that getting a straight road over here by Alexey would be even worse for Martin, but this certainly is going to be a nice handy tool for Alexey to ensure that there's like no immediate threats at the southern part of the board, at least too soon. And further blocks are going to go down, so now the restriction to the one remaining dagger has been done. And it is very unlikely for this city to ever become a full city indeed. 4th monastery for Alexey, and he's gonna now pay back everything that he suffered in the second game with additional taxes, I guess. Gonna go over here and place another meeple to the monastery with seemingly very easy completions later on. Oh! I mean, it is certainly a good spot, but I do think I would be enjoying the cluster more. Yeah, I'm not like yeah, it's a good spot. Certainly, it's a good spot, but like, but why just not continue the monasteries here? Because like you are gonna have to place something, and there were still 2 more monasteries. Seems like quite a bit of curves remaining also. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4 remaining curves also, and yeah, just a lot of stuff to still finish your monasteries with relative ease. Don't quite understand that, but whatevs. Plus 7, plus 13, 19, 24, 26, 27, 31, 25, 23, 20, and 12. So plus 8 for Alexey still, and easy dumping ground on any tile that he doesn't need. Or maybe go here. But he doesn't really have a huge incentive to finish the city right here, because it would be a net negative move, would be finished just for the sake of getting a meeple back. I think he would be actually like just happy to see Martin using a tile over here just for the blocking. Yeah, so we can go here for 2 points, we can go here for 2 points, or we can go here for 0 points. Actually, it wouldn't be that good of a move, because it wouldn't really prevent this field from expanding, but this will do very well going over here, taking the 2 points, and now fully incapacitating the field. And it's gonna be very unfortunate times for Martin now with plus 10, plus 12, right? And yeah, a blocked meeple over here, but like, who gives? Wonderful position for Alexey for sure. And his monasteries keep on enjoying the tiles that Martin goes ahead and expands his road with. Now, shall we go here, or do we want to leave that monastery spot open still? We could, I guess, also go here and tie the road to our monastery. Wouldn't be bad. Or we can go here. I mean, we have. Oh, of course, we can go here. Give a meeple back to both and give ourselves 2 extra points. But like, why would you give a meeple back when you have better chances to get a meeple back anyway than your opponent? Yeah, that's what I thought. So just 1 point to the monastery, and this road part doesn't matter actually at all, because there are no road ends. There are no city caps or city tiles with road ends anymore that Martin could use to claim a 3-point road and some extra for the city. Dividers for Martin. Ooh, he would have. Oh, I see a good chance. We can go here, right? We can set up the final dagger. Yes, I love this move. Unfortunately, it doesn't pay out, but I still love that move. I mean, Alexey is like 1,000 times gonna go over here. 1,000 times out of 1,000 times gonna go here, because again, the age-old wisdom that you need to take care of is when you are the player that is ahead by quite a large margin, by like 10 points, 12 points, 13 points, whatever, then the only thing that you need to do is make sure that your opponent cannot have any possibilities to score big time. And this is exactly the big time scoring that Martin set up, and it is exactly the big time scoring that was immediately denied by Alexey. Did have to use a shielded tile to do that, which he could have taken like 2 points here with, for example, but like just to be able to go here and take out all the big plans of your opponent when you are ahead is the utmost priority at the moment for Alexey. Like, he doesn't really need to do anything in this game anymore. He just needs to take care that Martin can't do anything either. That's the beautiful thing in being ahead. Do we bother going over here, starting a city, or going over here? Yeah, I mean, I don't think like going over here would have been bad. We wouldn't really have too many tiles to get the meeple back, but even if Martin gets a city cap with a road and goes here for 7 points, we still get a meeple back. This one I don't think is that good, at least instinctively, because it just gives a city cap away to our opponent, but I presume that the only real idea of that move was to perhaps set up a full blocks on the city. So say that a dagger is drawn over here, then we can draw something else over here and maybe fully block, or just fully block it into this square on the left as well. For Martin, I really don't think there's anything else, but we just take the city. We just hope to get the best possible tile run out ever in the existence of the game, to try and outscore the monasteries of yellow now. And actually, this is quite great. Actually, setting up the evil hamster spot. There is still one road monastery in the deck, so Martin is trying to get a city cap at the bottom, getting a meeple back, or a crossroad, getting a meeple back, getting a road monastery, and getting some nice juicy 8 further points. Certainly hasn't given up. Monastery for Martin, no meeple in hand, and really nothing major that he can do with the monastery anywhere. Yeah, I guess he can make this so he can indirectly try and save his, well, indirectly try and save his city a little bit, taking away a spot from his opponent of maybe going here with a road tile and then distracting the city, or making some blocks on the city, whatever. Alexey finishes the monasteries anyway with a vanilla and also places a meeple on that city cap, trying to finish it and get to the field. Now, maybe forcing Martin's hand of investing a tile and denying that possibility. But every tile invested onto potentially blocking or distracting or whatever for Martin is a tile away from scoring his own features. And that is exactly what Alexey is counting on. Road Dorito for Alexey maybe could even go over here, take another city, just because. How many city caps are there remaining? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Still 2 city caps remaining. And Alexey gets one. I think he's just gonna do maybe this. Oh no, he's gonna go for the city. He's gonna go for the smaller city and drop a farmer. Assumingly he has counted that there are a lot of, well, a decent amount of connection tiles, of course, compared to the amount of tiles that there are left in the game in total. Gets even the second city cap, and is Martin gonna get the monastery? And he is gonna get the monastery, but I mean, I assume he's gonna go here. And Alexey, he's gonna get the connection to the field of 9 points. There were like no tiles actually to not connect. Maybe the final one for green, and not even that. After the finishing of the small city for Alexey, every single tile in the deck was able to connect him to the 9-point field, which is easy as it is, just securing the win with 11-point sequence here, 4 plus 9 and a 3, and just scoring with all of his tiles in the end, and ensuring that nothing helps Martin enough to get a win out of this. And that's also going to be the match win, of course, for Alexey. Well, let's maybe wait for the points to count, but shouldn't be anything for Martin here that would put him in the lead anymore. 106 to 90 for Alexey, with again 3 seconds on the clock of Martin, so really pulling it close. And we can congratulate the Latvian master of doing what he's notorious to do, of destroying dreams of winning matches for other players. Now, his tiebreaker is still not that great. It's going to be at +1, but that third win for Alexey is certainly going to be absolutely massive. And it's going to give him at least decent chances to get, and more so to maintain the a place in the top 12, because having a +1 tiebreaker is like it's all right on its own, but it's more so about having 7 wins and 6 losses, because it's going to be better for you to have more wins and more losses than it is to have like the same tiebreaker, but just with less wins. So with Alexey being now at 7 and 6, it's going to be better than someone being at 6 and 5 and 3 match wins. So that's big time for sure for Alexey, and we'll have to wait and see how the 5th week unfolds. Yeah, still 6 days to go for the eventual results to kick in, and to see whether basically the goat of the game is going to get eliminated from the CCL, which would be quite tragic indeed, given his earlier success on previous year, and then getting basically knocked out in the preliminaries makes quite a big variance. Hello, Alexey. Congrats on the win. It's better to win than to lose. Yeah, that summarizes it up quite nicely. Yeah. Martin, on the other hand, now with 5 games only played. Yeah, 5 matches played, and he has his tiebreakers at 7 and 4, I believe. I mean, should definitely be enough for the playoffs. I don't think he needs to worry about anything here. And with, of course, 3 wins as well. This today was really just about securing, I guess, like one win, like one game win for himself to secure playoff chances, I believe, or maybe just get a 2-0, try to get a 2-0 win and get to join the 4-match win club and maybe finish in the top 4 even. For further matches, this has been the final one from today. Tomorrow, it's going to start off with Xiang Yuqin versus Erwin Gall on Utsemats's channel. And well, we have a second match for the day with Dr. Kai Han versus Kroikul, which I don't think is particularly high stakes, though. It's when Kai Han is 1 and 3 with -4 tiebreakers, and Kroikul not much better off with 1 and 3 and -3. Yeah, it's just basically a match for nice feelings, but we can certainly stream that as well. We will be putting up, or I will be putting up a stream announcement at some point tomorrow, today or tomorrow. And then 4th of February, so Wednesday, will be the final day on this channel of streaming the 5th week of the league stage, and from there on outwards it will be only playoffs, as I will not be home before the next week. Not my best performance today. Well played by Alexey. Congrats, T Marty. Yeah, well, welcome to the chat. Certainly, we did see a lot of blood boiling inside of me with your plays, especially in the second game, but did come out on top in the second game nonetheless. Quas versus Erwin will be interesting. Well, I do think it will be for sure, given that they both are at 4 wins now. Well, 3 wins for Erwin, but he has basically secured his playoff chances nonetheless, having +5 tiebreaker. I wouldn't really place him under top 12, like with any results for week 5 whatsoever. Erwin will press hard on the clock. Well, yeah, from that standpoint, yeah, sure. He does press that hard in every single match of his. We'll see how Zhang Yujin will be able to manage that. Yeah, the action continues tomorrow then, and that's where we'll be wrapping up today. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for sticking all the way until the end. And if you did enjoy this type of Carcassonne content and would like to see more of it, then there is an easy way to support the channel by subscribing, by liking the stream, or by leaving a comment down in the comment section if you are watching this afterwards. I'll be seeing you then again tomorrow with some more Carcassonne Champions League league stage matches. Bye for now.